It is no secret that conscious, sustainable living is the only way forward. The onus is very much on us, and not just on our politicians who come and go and often just point fingers at each other. There are lots of things that you and I can do to help our situation in protecting the environment, to ensure that we don't have to deal with this problem of air pollution and environmental problems year after year.
I'm Vidhi. I am one half of the Trashy Sisters. My sister and I run this page on Instagram talking about sustainable living. So it covers basically everything, like reducing our single-use plastic and reducing our overall general waste and stuff like that. Sustainable living is basically living in a way that we do not over-consume our resources, so that it also stays for the future generations to use. So that basically requires heavily depending on renewable sources of energy and using reusable stuff instead of use and throw items that can create a big garbage crisis and a trash problem that is already pretty much prevalent in Delhi and all over the world right now.
Home decor made of recycled products, compost from vegetable peels, or byproduct wastewater from an RO. A zillion ways to ensure sustainability.
A flush tank basically releases like 15 or 20 liters of water in every flush. So if you add something to that tank so that the water doesn't fill up to 15 liters, you can save water from that also. So just these small simple things that you can do to waste water.
And the Trashy Sisters are showing us how we can all live consciously.
So whenever you wake up in the morning, the first thing that you use is probably your toothbrush, which is single-use plastic. So try to look at the things in your daily routine that are plastic and try to find alternatives to that. So for example, in our home, instead of using a plastic toothbrush, we use a bamboo one or a wheat straw one. Same thing goes with toothpaste. Instead of using a toothpaste tube that is like multi-layered plastic which cannot be separated and recycled, we use toothpaste tablets instead of that. So these little things help reduce your waste.
Vidya Adhikari and her sister Pritha are a living example of how conscious living can help us save the environment.
So another thing that you can do to reduce your waste is composting. It's also pretty simple. You basically need a small bucket full of holes. So there are holes at the bottom. You can also poke holes at the side. And then basically what you need is take your food waste. It could be any kitchen waste. I'm using this. Layer your food waste with any brown item. Like basically you can use sawdust, you can use newspaper, you can also use sand. Many people use sand to make their compost. So what you're going to do is every day you're going to layer your food waste with this brown agent, and then eventually you're going to close the lid and keep it aside for like 30 days or 45 days. And at the end of which you're going to have this plant food that is compost. You can use it in your garden to fertilize your plants.
When it comes to conversations around air pollution, experts say the onus is very much on us.
That the Delhi government and the municipalities, for each of these sources, they have to tell us what is their plan to develop the infrastructure for waste collection, disposal, recycling, for public transport, walking, cycling, for giving access to clean fuel to people, eliminating dirty fuel in the industry, and we need to know that how that is unfolding throughout the year.
There are many things that we can easily do. Reduce and recycle paper. Recycle more often. Save resources. Buy sustainable products. Decrease meat and dairy consumption. Only buy what you need. In short, embrace minimalism. With Simranjeet Kaur Renu in New Delhi, Sneha Mordani for India Today.